what you say, privileged kids and stuff. Yeah, Michael Jordan's son full of that powder all on top of the train track, man. With his snow bunny, had the snow with him.
They be the most degenerate son bitch in the world sometimes, man. The motherfucker that done had things handed to him all the time, they be.
That's the first thing the nigga sound Michael Jordan's son on, man. Something but damn, what's son you will put your hands behind your back.
Yeah.
I thought he gonna give him a pair of Jordans. And back in the game, he probably would have got like in the 80s and the 90s, you could have got away with that, bribe. Even in the 2000s.
You can't get away with it out of. Listen, some people didn't like the Chicago Bulls. Fuck your daddy. It was some people that hated that nigga and lost money on bets and got chewed out about being opposing team level to the Chicago Bulls.
Niggas like the Knicks and your daddy heard it.
You screaming your daddy name, nigga. They finna do you mean. You don't even know that. Yeah. My daddy used to cuss the baby out every time he saw your daddy dunk. Fuck your daddy. Fuck about your daddy. Put your hands up, boy.
For real? Put your hands behind your back.
Yeah, behind your back. Yeah, come on. Stop. Yeah, stop all that explaining yourself.
Michael Jordan's son.
Don't mean nothing to somebody but from Chicago.
And
that's where he would have got some favor at, probably.
They probably would have killed him in Chicago.
Nah, he probably could have got some favor.
Yeah, the Laws would have got
chances are better.
The chances are better.
But anywhere else, nigga, your ass is a
he a flouter.
You a criminal, homie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're a criminal. They not finna observe you as, this our favorite NBA star's son. They not finna revere you, dude. A nigga that trained dogs got a better chance.
You see how they handle Ice-T on the cop thing?
What happened?
He was going to go get his insurance sticker or something. They just was fucking with him. He went off on
I heard about it. I ain't seen nothing. I heard he was getting on that.
Yeah, Ice went. Yeah, Ice went ape shit.
Yeah. But when you get older, and you done been dealing with police, and on top of that, he got that arrogance like a star. He's a star.
Yeah.
You know? So that arrogance is there, like.
But he wasn't really very arrogant, like he really
the sentiment is still there. The sentiment is still a relevant sentiment with folks with star status. How dare you type of, whether he demonstrated it or not. Him being appalled is that sentiment. Like, yo, I'm Ice-T. What you fucking with me for, nigga? I do car insurance commercials. What you fucking with me for? And I play the law on TV. I even made music about killing you motherfuckers. I don't do it no more. I play the law now.
Yeah.
But, however, whatever, man. Anybody can get it, man. When them people pull you over, man, you up against a military force. It ain't just that one motherfucker that's
coming. He got a whole
you gotta jump bad with him and see how many more come. That's why I say, like, if you gonna resist, man, you gotta be willing to go all the way out and know what you doing.
And they going all the way out about that.
And know what you doing. Know what you're doing. Don't play with the people.
They not playing
with
the
people that, oh no, man, and then they kick your ass and take you to jail anyway. Like, that ain't how you resist.
You got to walk with a nigga that knocked them out and wait on the
it's some niggas that knock the laws out and burn off and get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Some police officers, they been stepped on and they cold cases.
Nah, they ain't letting that
shit.
You
lying to me.
Most of that's cold cases because they was involved with it.
Nah.
And they ain't want to solve it. You better believe that, man. Them people be involved with that shit most of the time. In them big cities, not in those small towns, they come in, I don't know. They probably back in the 80s and the 90s, you kill a cop, get away with. But in these days, nowadays, with the technology they got, niggas, shit.
Man, listen, bro. It's what niggas done beat the motherfuckers. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You come out better to say if you ain't gonna put your life on the line, what you resisting? What you resisting for? If you pull it over, you finna submit to them If you submit to them in any capacity, shit is over with. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have their way.
They way.
But if you're gonna resist, you need to know what you're getting into. You know what I'm saying? And the sacrifice you're making. Some people don't want to make the ultimate sacrifice and they get kicked out in the ass. Or die. And then it turned into, it was excessive force. He was just pulling away. He was just arguing back and forth. He was just, and then minimizing your level of resistance. Like, that's one thing. But the thing is, you have an occupying military force that derive out of slave catchers. And they out here practicing the same thing. You feel me? I don't care how integrated.
Where you say them boys come from?
Huh?
Say that again one more time. What the police department, where they come from?
The essence of the police department is of slave catchers, fugitive slave catchers. It was a law that the United States government supported federally and stately. That if a slave flee from owner, he could be tracked down like a goddamn bull that broke a fence and running through the city loose. And you can go lasso his ass and put him back on the farm. That's rules their property, and the United States government upheld the practice of pursuing them as fugitive slaves. And you had different communities of other people that would provide refuge and harbor us. Then they made laws like harboring a fugitive out of those conditions. So if the Indians was harboring us, they'll come down there trying to fuck with the Indians like, hey, I heard there's a couple of fugitive slaves then come this way. Y'all ain't seen none. And the Indians sitting there acting like only one of them could translate and talk English or some shit. And we ain't seen no black people come through here, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? That's why niggas always had to run to the swamp somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And they had different communities out there that was occupied by fugitive slaves. And you wasn't just called a runaway slave. It was a legal term called fugitive slave that was it was backed up by the state federal law saying that your owner can put a bounty out for you, like bring him back, go get him, and you'll have they'll have white boys looking for you from state to state, homie.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's what.
So if I ran from Galveston back in the game,
they're looking for you state to state, homie. State to state. That's why you have.
What freedom? If I got the freedom state, I was good.
Yeah. If you went up there, that's where extradition laws come in play. Being extradited, if they come up there, the laws up there ain't gonna send you back. But if they come up there and kick you in your ass and take you from up there, it ain't like the law gonna run down on them and be like, hey, you let that nigga go. They ain't gonna do that. But they not finna assist them in getting you back in bondage.
Yeah.
If you made it to a free state.
And them hoes will come looking for niggas in the free state.
Yeah.
That's some bull. Niggas
hey man, it's still going on. It's still going on. That like say you got a warrant, you ain't got enough money to give to some judge that can put some money on your head. Like, your ticket is $700 and you ain't got it. And you like, man, fuck you hoes. You a fugitive slave, man, to that financial liability. Yeah. It's still the same practice.
Yeah, same shit.
It ain't nothing new. It's just
written up different. It's
written up different.
Yeah.
And we done integrated with them, so many people don't have the same frown up on the practice no more, and some people complicit. You got nigga police officers, you got a warrant, and it'll take you to jail because there's some white boy in the robe that say you owe him money. You go, come on. Instead of being like, say, homie, you got a warrant in such county, you need to get your shit together and let you go on. Nah, it's some black laws they gonna put you. You gotta go. Come on, man. So they They blended it up, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
But they had them the same niggas that was helping to catch the nigga when he ran. Remember?
Nah, they had a few niggas like that, They ain't have a bunch. Hell no. They ain't have no bunch of niggas like that, Shit. You get a nigga that you let have that type of leeway, you don't think he gonna flee one day? Nah. You take him out of state looking for a nigga, he gonna be the next nigga y'all looking for. Nah. Like, man, where's Jimbo?
Jimbo ain't going nowhere. Once they put them niggas stay.
Man, they ain't take a nigga nowhere but to cook for him, man. We need somebody to know how to cook. We ain't taking no nigga to look for no nigga. We got these bloodhounds. We got these hounds. And we got our rifles. We don't need no nigga to look for no nigga.
Nah, they had certain niggas that was with them that was catching niggas.
Say no, not necessarily, man. Believe me, you.
Probably not in Texas though.
Man, not from a lot of places, bro. They ain't do that shit. Come on, man. Hell nah. Like I say, you can imagine that there was some like that because they have them where they,
Yeah.
They have that in written in history that you have some people that'll tell on a nigga that's planning an uprising or escape. Like, they back mouse and they back there talking about running. They say they gonna burn the shit down on Sunday when they get out of church. Yeah, they had people that do that. Yeah, they had niggas that be like, he ran down there to Florida, he in them swamps. You got to be careful going out there. They got them. And see, we knew that when we ran from slaveholders, when we ran from them criminals that was kidnapping black folks, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody wasn't no African that floated over here. They was just taking even the black people that was already over there as natives, and they was classifying us as Negro and putting us as slaves. So we was all free, and then they just, hey, nah, you're a Negro, come on, you're a slave. And the nigga like, hey, hold on, no, I'm I'm of this nation, such a nation. No, you ain't, you're a nigga. Hit you over the head with a pistol, tie you up, now you in bondage. You know what I'm saying? And the natives, a lot of these Indian tribes wasn't claiming and squabbling for us, but they did have hostile territories occupied by Native Americans where white boys wouldn't dare venture. They wouldn't go over there. They'd be like, man, that nigga ran that way. Oh man, we ain't going over there. Like, what? We only 30 deep. We not going over there. Then they won't go over there.
Yeah, they say them Indians was talking on the white boys too.
In some places they wasn't going.
Yeah.
In certain territories they wasn't finna venture. They'd be like, we'll catch them some other kind of way. We'll get them on the back end, or we'll just mistreat another nigga, or we'll go back to the plantation and take it out on his family and his kinfolk. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was your refuge. You had to run to them hostile territories where the white man wasn't willing to venture into because he ain't had no green light to come through there. So when your ass traveling somewhere, man, and people deal with you, man, you gotta, like I say, either have the right attitude with your resistance and know what you sacrificing and what you finna come up against. So that's a military force, You feel me? You ain't got no business bucking them while they in uniform anyway. They always claim, I'm just doing my job.
Yeah.
And you get all kind of in trouble messing with them people while they in uniform.
I'm doing my
job. The Nazis said that. The Nazis used to say that when they came up under when they came up under international court for war crimes. The Nazis was always, I was just doing my job. Man, but y'all killed all them people for nothing though. I was just doing my job. So it's the same shenanigans, man. But if you gonna resist, you gotta know how to resist, man. I wouldn't advise nobody to buck them people while they're in uniform, man. You know what I'm saying? While they're in uniform, that's called, in the line of duty. Them be some hellified charges. You do something to a lawman while he in the line of duty. You can't, you can't wiggle out of that one. The state gonna have their way with you. You gonna die by the state. So while they on duty, and you make that sacrifice, shit. Hey, boy, you gotta know what you're doing.
I was in the penitentiary. It was a nigga on a scooter. He was going around knocking out the judges in Dallas somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
What happened with that shit? I really, cause I was on lockdown. You ain't never hit, man. Nigga going around. Nigga killed like 12 of them up there. You ain't hear about that shit, white boy. Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. It's a lot of people get their issue. It's just, some people ain't willing to go that way, now. Some people ain't paid for that shit. Them be people that's fed up, man. Like, everybody ain't fed up. Hello. Okay. No, ma'am. I'll come talk to her.
All right.